All right, good morning again to some of you, and good morning to those of you who are just now joining us. Thank you all for being able to join us for today's portion of our presentation for our Central PA Career Fair. This is our college and university section, and we're very thankful to have so many great representatives here with us for this section. For any presenters that didn't hear me earlier, I am going to try to keep us on task with as far as time goes. So I'll give you a thumbs up reaction at your 1 minute remaining mark, and then I'll give you a little applause to tell you to wrap it up if you're still going. But thank you all so much. And at the very end, I will allow for question and answers from students and faculty that are participating with us today. So at this time, I would like to introduce Amy of Central Penn College to start her presentation.
Okay, let me share this and we should be all set. So perfect. Thank you guys so much for having me. My name is Amy Rowcliffe and I'm a high school outreach coordinator at Central Penn College. So I just want to take a few minutes to share some of the highlights about our college, and then you can always ask questions at the end, or I can, follow up with you after the presentation. So one of the things that we're known for is we are a career-focused educational institution. So we really want to make sure that our students are prepared when they graduate from college. So all of our majors are very career focused, but one of our unique features is our accelerated terms. We do offer terms year round. So we have summer, fall, winter, spring. They're 11-week terms with a 2-week break in between. So it means that associate's degree that typically takes 2 years to earn, you can earn in as little as 15 months plus your internship, getting you out into the workforce even sooner. And a bachelor's degree, which typically takes 4 years to earn, you could earn it in just 3 years plus your internship. And that internship is a requirement for our students, and it's work experience. So when you graduate, you not only have your degree, but you do have work experience to put on your resume. So as I said, career focused, we really want to make sure our students are well prepared. As far as student housing goes, we're perfect for this time because we have super suites. So we have 7 students living together in a community in a suite, but each of those 7 students has their very own room. So you're sharing the bathroom with just one other person. And the best part about our housing is that it's free to students for their first year on campus. We also offer free parking to all of our students, and you can bring a car from the first day that you're with us. Now, our admissions process is a simple one. We've tried to keep it as easy as possible for people. So it's a free application available on our website at centralpenn.edu. You can even apply on your phone if that's an easier way for you to do it. We do require a 500-word essay, but we ask that you write about yourself. We want to learn more about you and your involvement in community and school. We also do need a copy of your high school transcript, but we are and have been SAT and ACT optional. So if you weren't able to take those assessments in the spring or summer, we do not require them. We do require a campus interview, and we are able to welcome students on campus at this time. Our students are back on campus full time, and they're able to go to classes in person and do what they need to do. So we're able to have you on campus. You'll meet with an admissions counselor as well as a financial aid counselor so that you can talk about how to finance your education. And if you're not comfortable coming to campus yet, we can certainly do that virtually. And also, we do have on-campus tours, so if that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. We do have an open house event coming up. There's 2 options. So if that's something that you're interested in and you'd like some more information about Central Penn, you can certainly join us on the 11th or the 14th of November, and you can register at centralpenn.edu/events. Here is my information so that you can reach out to me at your convenience. It's a cell phone number, so if you're more comfortable texting me, I can certainly have you text me. So I'm also going to attempt to put some information here in the chat for you. So if you wanted more information about Central Penn, you can certainly fill that information out and we can get back to you. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I will turn it over to our next presenter.
Thank you so much, Amy. And our next presenter is Ashley Kessler, and she is from Triangle Tech.
Great, thank you. Good morning, guys. My name is Ashley Kessler. I'm the Associate Director of Business Development with Triangle Tech. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, so give me just a second. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so what Triangle Tech is, we are a post-secondary trade school focusing on the skilled trades. So the school's been around since 1944. We started in Pittsburgh, and over the years we've expanded. So we still have our school in Pittsburgh. We're also in Greensburg, Du Bois, Sunbury, which is the location I would imagine most of you guys would be looking into, Bethlehem. And then we actually opened up our 6th location last October down in Chambersburg. So the fact that we are still growing and expanding as a school should give you some assurance, as to the dedication we have to our students and our graduate success. We are an accredited school. We're accredited by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges. And over the years, sorry, got a little click happy, we've also been named a school of excellence, a school of distinction, as well as being listed to Forbes magazine's first ever top 30 trade schools that came out a few years ago. As a school, we offer 5 different programs. We have our CAD with additive manufacturing and 3D printing, maintenance electricity, carpentry and construction, refrigeration, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and welding and fabrication. So definitely really good hands-on training programs. These are all 16 months in length. I can tell you guys at the Sunbury location, not all of these programs are available there. You'll be able to find our maintenance electricity program, carpentry, and welding and fabrication at Sunbury. If you're interested in CAD or RHVAC, when we get to the question and answer portion, I can let you know which locations you'd be able to find those. But still really great programs. One of the nice things with how we operate as a school is there is a lot of hands-on work within each and every one of these programs. But one of the reasons we can do our program in that little bit of a shorter time frame, 16 months, is because of our curriculum. We're a specialized degree in technology. So you get a lot of hands-on work. There are theory classes, but what's really nice is you're not really taking a lot of gen eds. You're not really taking the English classes. You're not taking history. You don't have foreign languages. Everything that you're learning is to prepare you to go out into the workforce. And a lot of our students do like that aspect of our curriculum. They're somebody that if you guys like working with your hands, you want to kind of get in, do what you need to do, and start working. So they do like that. To start our program, you do have to have your high school diploma or a GED. We are post-secondary. We have admissions. So right now our admissions, if you're interested in taking a closer look, those can be done either virtually or in person, depending on what you're comfortable with. Our school is open. So if you'd like to come in person, we can make those arrangements. Or if you're a little more comfortable doing that virtually, you can do that as well. But I would definitely encourage you, whether it's our school, another school that you listened to this morning, connect with somebody in admissions, have that conversation, take a look to see if it's the right fit for you. We do have financial aid services as well. So I know this is a really big conversation. How am I going to pay for school? How am I paying tuition? How am I buying my books? So each of our locations has a financial aid advisor that would sit down with you and your families to go through those FAFSA forms to see what you're eligible for, grants, loans. They'll discuss scholarship opportunities. So they're really with you through that process. We also have job placement services as well. As our students are getting ready to graduate, we do have people there that are going to be assisting our students with finding jobs. Skilled trades are high in demand, skills gap. This phrase has been out, for a few years. It's no surprise. A lot of people are looking for skilled tradespeople out in the workforce. But they're also essential careers. I think COVID-19 has probably changed some conversations people are having as far as schooling and careers. These jobs are hiring. Over the last 6 months, since the pandemic hit, with the 6 locations, we've still had over 1,300 full-time job openings available for graduates. So it's a really good time to be looking into a good, high-demand, essential career. So as I said, our program, 16 months, you get an associate's degree in specialized technology. If you are looking for some additional information, a lot of social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Also some contact information. My email address is there if you would like to learn more. We have a website. And also too, 1-800 number you can call. But if you do have a phone handy, and if you're thinking that this might be something that could be interesting to you, or maybe you just want to take a survey to see if this type of education is a fit, you see a QR code. If you have a phone handy, you can just take a picture of it, or you can go to that website listed there. And if you don't get it here and now, or at some point down the road, you decide, hey, I think I want to take a look, feel free to reach out to me and I can get those links to you. So with that being said, I want to be respectful of everybody else's time. I will turn it over to the next presenter.
Thank you, Ashley. At this time, I'd like to introduce Kim Bolig, Dr. Kim Bolig of Bloomsburg University, and she also helps to run their STEM program there.
Good morning. I'm going to try to share my screen here. Give me 1 second. And today I want to talk about our College of Ed. I'm in the College of Education at Bloomsburg University, and I'm slightly a different twist from what you just heard, because I'm going to talk about going into education. Right now, we need teachers. One of the things, I just was at a conference last week and listened to the Pennsylvania Department of Education. They are anticipating 17% of our teachers here in Pennsylvania will be leaving the profession through retirement within the next couple years. Unfortunately, we're only getting about 3.5% of incoming teachers. There's a huge gap, and right now we are needing teachers. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about is going into education. I know a lot of people have said, oh, there aren't jobs. Well, there are, and we are desperately in need. In fact, in particular is one of the areas you just heard, vocational ed. We're looking for teachers in that. We're looking for teachers in grades 4 through 8, fine arts, performing arts, all of the STEM, the math and the sciences, phys ed, special ed, and reading. If you are interested in teaching others, if you are interested in social justice, if you are interested in getting and helping others, this is the place to go these days, is to go into education. If you come to Bloomsburg University College of Ed, you're going to have an option, and I'm just scrolling down on our webpage, but we have 2 different departments. We have the Department of Teaching and Learning. That would be for those interested in elementary education, mid-level education, which are grades 4 through 8, and secondary education. If you're interested in special education, then you would go into our Department of Exceptionalities, and that would be special education, deaf, hard of hearing, and also we have American Sign Language, English interpreting. These are all areas that we really need people to go into. But besides having just going into those degrees, you can add on other kinds of certifications and minors. You can get a certification in STEM. You can get it in child life specialist, education technology minor, child life minor. There's all different things that you can add on to your undergraduate degree and have a more rounded, be able to go out and really teach in the different areas. We also have, one of the things that was just mentioned by Michael is that we have an education magnet. For those in all the schools in this area, if you are interested in going into education and you want to start early, you can come into our education magnet as a junior in high school and start taking some of these courses to get you through the program sooner. You could actually get up to 30 credits even before you graduate high school, and go out and be able to start for an education major, you could almost start here as a sophomore and get your degree within 3 years. There's a lot to talk about. I don't want to hold everybody up, but what I would suggest is if you are interested in education, come and see us. We have a lot of ways to help you. We have a lot of scholarships available. You can also talk with us about where you would be for your student teaching. And one of the nice things about Bloomsburg, speaking of which with student teaching, is you start getting into the classroom early. Now, of course, with COVID, things are a little different right now, but typically you would start going into classrooms, getting your experience as a freshman, and would be able to build upon that through practicums. We even have a practicum in Europe, but you can do practicums, you can do your student teaching, and you can get all your experience starting from your freshman year, which is great. I'm going to put in the chat my email. There's a lot more information about the College of Education, Bloomsburg University, and also about going into teaching. But I will put my email address in the chat. Please feel free to reach out to me. If I don't have the answers, because I don't have all the answers for everything, but if you have any questions, I will get you to the right person. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. And our next presenter is Krista from Luzerne Community College.
Good morning. Thank you. My name is Krista Nice. I'm with the admissions office at Luzerne County Community College. And LCCC is the community college that services the northeast corner of Pennsylvania. And we also have some branch campuses out in central Pennsylvania. So our main campus is in Nanticoke, which is about 10 minutes south of Wilkes-Barre. We have a 167-acre main campus. And then we have branch campuses in Watsontown, Shamokin, Hazleton, Berwick, Scranton, Pittston, and Wilkes-Barre. We do have many different programs, ranging from academic to technical to trade. And all of them, you would apply the same way. So you would submit an application online from our website, which is www.luzerne.edu. Submit high school transcripts or a copy of your GED, and then, of course, file your financial aid paperwork through FAFSA. Everyone is automatically accepted to the community college. We do not turn anyone away. But if you are interested in the health sciences, which would be nursing, dental hygiene, surgical technology, paramedic, EMS, and respiratory therapy, we do have additional requirements. So if you're interested in those, please email me, and I will put my email in the chat when I'm done speaking, so that we can get you the information that you need on the next steps. Deadline to apply to those health science programs is December 1st every year. All other programs are on rolling admissions. So again, we have academic programs that you can take 2 years with us and then transfer out to a four-year college to finish up your bachelor's degree. So you would have an associate's and then a bachelor's degree. And we have transfer agreements with 40 different colleges here in the state of Pennsylvania. And because we are regionally accredited by Middle States Association of Higher Education, you can actually take those credits anywhere across the United States. We've had students go to California. We had one go to Harvard. So they really do go just about anywhere. In addition to traditional financial aid through FAFSA, you can also apply for scholarships here at LCCC. We've got 350 different scholarships right now, and the scholarship period opens on January 1st and closes on April 30th each year for the following year. We do require an essay for those scholarships, but please don't let that scare you off. It's just 500 words about you, and then the rest of the scholarship application is available on our website as well. And you do need one letter of recommendation for those scholarships. But remember, that doesn't have anything to do with your acceptance. That's just for our scholarships. We are offering tours and open houses at this time. We are allowing students on campus. So I encourage you to, again, go to our website, luzerne.edu, and under the admissions heading, click on open houses or visit LCCC for those opportunities. There are both virtual and on-campus opportunities available for you to come and visit us. And as one of the other presenters said, visit, visit, visit. Once you narrow down what schools you're interested in, you really want to step on that campus and make sure that it's where you want to be. Now, I did mention trade and technical programs. For those programs, you will most likely need to come to the main campus. I know Watsontown, Shamokin, Berwick are probably closer to you, but for those technical programs like electrical, construction, plumbing, heating, air conditioning, welding, automotive, diesel, any of the health sciences, those are all taught here at the campus in Nanticoke. So you'd be able to get some of your general studies classes out in our central Pennsylvania campuses, but you would need to eventually come to Nanticoke to finish up your degree. Okay, and many of those degrees go right out into the workforce, and we do have a career planning and placement center available for you. Okay, so if you would like to come and visit us, again, please check out our website, luzerne.edu, and click on open houses, or visit LCCC. And if you need any assistance, you can find me in the admissions office. Again, my name is Krista, and I will put my information in the chat box. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Krista. And our next presenter is Ryan, and he is with Penn Tech.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Bogaczyk. I know it's a difficult last name, but I am an admissions counselor here at Pennsylvania College of Technology. Let me share my screen here real quick. And I'll be able to just talk to you all a little bit about what we offer, what the school is as a whole, outline our website a little bit, and hopefully be able to get you that information that you would like to about the college. So the first thing that I'll see, can everyone see that by chance? Did I share the wrong screen?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so this is our website here. So this is the home of where we make everything happen. So it allows you to come up here, apply, you're allowed to visit. You can kind of map your way through what we offer. And we have three different academic schools that offer over 100 plus majors. Our three different schools are nursing and health sciences, engineering technology, and business arts and sciences. So like I said, those three different schools, over 100 different majors that we have. But we'll focus really on how you can apply, what type of majors you can go into, and then how you can kind of visit the campus as a whole. So the first thing here is the admissions and aid portion that you can see. So our application is 3 easy steps. The first step is to complete our application, which we have an institutional application, and then we also now take the common application. The institutional application takes about 10 minutes to fill out. But if you are applying to other schools that take the common app and you have already filled out the common app, you are more than welcome to just check box next to Penn College and be able to have that application sent into us so that way we can use it and process it and make you a profile. Once you have completed the application and submitted it to us, the next step is to submit your materials. So we do not require any type of specific GPA requirements to get accepted into the college. And we believe that if you have completed high school or completed a GED program, you have the right to pursue post-secondary education. So once you submit those materials to us, whether right now you can get through our processes by submitting a partial transcript if you are still enrolled in high school, but if you have graduated already, you would then move forward and be able to send us your final transcript from that high school. So that way we can accept you into the college just knowing and having the verification that you have graduated or have completed a level of education that would allow you to enter into our college. And then the third step and the final step is called meet placement requirements. So what that means is that students are able to come into the college. We are test optional, so we do not require your SAT or your ACT scores, but we do have benchmarks that if students have taken those tests, they are able to test out of our placement testing. But our placement testing can be taken either here on campus or off campus. And students would be able to test in math and English that really just allow them to test into different classes that we have here on campus. So all of our classes are scaled on a 1 to 7 scale. And depending on the difficulty of a specific class, it allows a student to then go in, be able to succeed in that level math, and then move forward with succeeding in that level math or English going ahead. So it's all about making sure that we are able to offer the math class that you are able to succeed in, and then move forward with your success down the road. So that is our admissions process for the most part. We are also having on-campus visits at the time. We are 100% on campus right now. So if you can see the screen at the moment, we have Saturday academic tours. We still have Saturday tours this Saturday and next Saturday, the 14th, where a student would be able to come in here, select an academic area. They can choose one of the slots. So if someone wanted to visit radiography, they could go in and click on the register slot there for this Saturday and be able to then come to campus, get about a 15-minute presentation from admissions, and then see that they have that opportunity to come and visit campus and see that lab option. If they would want to do a self-scheduled personal tour, you can see the plastics and polymer engineering selection that is here. So a student would be able to select that. They'd have a quick meeting with admissions, get a general campus tour, go through our dorming options, go through our library, go through our campus center, and then they would be able to get a tour of the lab with the faculty, and then come and wrap up with admissions once again to get that kind of taken care of. And then we also have general campus tours every Tuesday and Thursday, where students can come to campus, they can get a tour of our library, campus center, dorming options, and just get a general overview of the campus. So that is one of the most popular options, like I said, every Tuesday and Thursday, where students can come to campus and really just kind of see the campus as a whole. I would advise the self-scheduled personal tours because they go through the whole gamut and are allowed to get you that most information that you would like. So if you have any information or any questions that you want to ask for me, this is my contact information. Like I said, my last name is a little bit difficult. I will put a link to this staff page in the chat. So students can feel free. That is my direct landline. If you have a question for me, you can feel free to reach out to me and call me. You can shoot me a text. That is my direct text number. So you can obviously send me a text if you have a question of that route. You can send me an email. And then these options down here are self-scheduled personal appointments where you can schedule an appointment with me to call in. If you have a question in depth that we can kind of discuss, it's a half hour where you and myself would just be able to make sure we get you that type of information as we move forward. So like I said, I will put that contact information in the chat, and I appreciate you all listening to me. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. So thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. And our last presenter, and then at the end of this, we will have question and answer time for everybody. But as Eric Weaver of McCann School of Business and Technology.
Hey, Mike, I'll actually have Hannah. She's going to go ahead and do the presentation, but I'll still be here as well.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Spatzer. I am an admissions representative here at McCann School of Business and Technology in Lewisburg. And I have Eric Weaver. He's our Director of Education here to support me. So I'm going to share my screen.
Hold on. I think I need to help you with that.
Oh, yep.
All right, try it now.
Okay. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so I wanted to start first with our mission statement. So McCann is an umbrella school underneath Ancora Education. Our mission is to advance the personal and professional opportunities of students, employees, and employers in a value-driven environment. What this means to me and everyone on my team here is that we have a really huge focus on not just going to school and going through a program and graduating. It's more so we are building members of a community that can add that value and be that employee that our employers are looking for. I have listed here just a few of the other schools underneath Ancora Education, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how big we really are. But we are a technical school. The admissions process with us is very easy. The biggest step would be speaking to one of the reps here, whether it be myself or my partner, Emily. We are the admissions representatives here. What we would do with you is actually schedule an appointment. We are having people here at the campus, or you would be able to schedule something virtual with us. And we would hold a career planning session with you guys, going over what your options are, answering those specific questions, and mainly just making sure that this is a good fit for you and that you can be successful in whichever path you decide to go on. As far as how the process works, we would actually schedule you to come in, go over everything. As far as requirements go, we do require proof of education, so either a high school diploma or GED. And then we have an admissions process that we go through you guys step by step, so you know everything moving forward. I wanted to share here just a little bit of a comparison between like your traditional college, community college, and then McCann. Traditional college, you're looking at anywhere 4 to 6 years, community college 2 to 3. At McCann, our longest program is actually only 20 months. Now we do have different locations. We're here in Lewisburg, and then we also have a location in Allentown and Monroe, but our longest program here is only 18 months long, and that would be for an associate's degree as well. We do have both non-degree seeking and degree programs, so the other programs you would be earning your certifications in. One of the main highlights and biggest things, especially somebody that's going to college for the first time, financials can be scary. We have a financial services team here on the campus that is here to assist you from start to finish, from submitting your FAFSA to explaining all of those following steps. So you know exactly what it is that you're dealing with that's in front of you to make that decision. Our education team is also wonderful as well. They are all industry experienced instructors. We have active hands-on learning environment, and you're going to be training on industry related equipment. So you'll see in our labs, our surgical technology lab, it's set up just like an OR. For medical clinical assistants, we have that doctor's office setting for you. We have a closet full of computer components for our IT support students to work on, and so much more. All of our instructors here, they've been in the field for at least 12 plus years, some of them 20 or more. So they can share with you all of those different opportunities that are out there. The last big part that I want to hone in on is our career services team. We do have a career services department here. They actually have program advisory committee meetings throughout the years. They're meeting with these employers in the area, and they're telling them this is what we're looking for in our employees, and these are the questions that we ask during interviews. From setting up that externship, you have that 10 to even sometimes 12-week-long externship opportunity at the end of your program to go out and get practice and training in the field. A lot of times we see our externships actually turn into hire. Career services is here to help place you at the end. That is our main goal, and that's the whole reason why we go to college anyways, right? To see you working in the field when you're done. Placement is a really big thing for us. You're going to have assistance with your resumes, cover letters, and the job search itself, from start to finish throughout your time here. This is just to list some of the programs that we offer. Business administration for those who are looking for something more broad. If you love marketing, human resources, accounting, and lots of different things. If you are looking to pursue a medical career, we have medical clinical assisting for those that love the hands-on direct patient care, electronic health records and medical billing and coding if you're more so looking for something administrative, and then surgical technology if you're looking for that blood and guts in the OR exciting field. Criminal justice is also an option as well if you would be looking to pursue training in protective services. And then we also have IT support specialists if you're a problem solver and you love working with computers. And this is our team here. So we will be more than happy to assist you. I know this is a big decision and a big step in your guys' lives. But I'm here to help with that career planning session, and all of these individuals are here to make sure that you are set up for success. You can go ahead and give us a call at that number provided there to schedule an appointment to meet with us. I will send some further contact information in the chat to reach out to us, but otherwise, I want to thank you guys for this time, and if you're ready to go, our next start is November 23rd, so here we are.
All right. Well, thank you, Hannah, for all the information on McCann. At this time, I will open it up to our students and faculty and staff to feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can type them in the chat and we'll respond that way as well. And do make sure you go through our chat and grab all the great contact information for all these individuals. And I'll try to include that when I send out this video portion to the school districts later as well. All right. Well, I know some of you might have this requirement and some of you don't, because I saw it on your presentations. ACT and SAT currently, for the past, I tutor part-time, so for the past about year, or it feels like a year. It's been about, I guess, about 6 months or so. The ACT and SAT have been getting canceled continuously, as far as being able to allow students to be able to take the test for their requirements to entry into your school. If you don't mind responding to this, and we'll just go in order of presentations. How has your school adapted to this issue, and looking forward into your current, I guess, juniors or seniors that would be currently applying to go to your school potentially? Do you know how your school's responded to that, if it affects you?
So we have been SAT and ACT optional for years. So this is not new for us. So we're going to continue to be SAT and ACT optional. So it is not a requirement for admission for Central Penn.
Okay.
Yeah, same at Triangle Tech. We've actually never had the SAT or ACT as a requirement for admissions. They just have to have a high school diploma or a GED. We'll administer a tape test to assess their reading and math skills. But as far as needing those types of standardized test scores, we don't need them for admissions at Triangle Tech.
At Bloomsburg, for the 2020 to 2021 admission cycle, SAT or ACT is now test optional.
Okay.
LCCC has never used the SAT or the ACT. We have our own placement test. If they took it and got at least 450 in the math, 500 in the English for the SAT, they can be waived out of the test, or ACT is 20 in the math, 21 in the English.
Okay.
Otherwise, we use our own test.
Okay.
We are also test optional and have always been test optional. We also, like Luzerne, have have benchmarks that if students hit, that will allow them to test out of our portions. So if they have a 580 in the math portion, that will allow them to test out of the math portion. And the English portion of the SAT is a little funky because we ask for a 28 on the English portion. So generally it's three-digit score. But when you look at your SAT scorecard, underneath of the 3-digit score for English, there is 4 little subcategories, and the second one is English and writing. And on that, it can say 24, 26, 28, 30. If you have a 28 on that, you're exempt from our English portion of the placement testing. But if you have a 21 to a 27, you can submit that and have that evaluated. And then on the SAT side or the ACT side of things, if you have a 23 in the math, you test out of the math portion. If you have a 21 on the English portion, you test out of the English portion.
Okay.
As for McCann, we do not require SAT scores either. We have our own assessments in place for that. The first one that we have the students complete is what's called a Smarter Measures assessment. And this really isn't even so much a test, it's more so to see what kind of learner these students are. And then we pass that information on to the instructors so that they know how to better teach these individuals. If the students score well enough on their Smarter Measures assessment, they actually don't have to take our additional entrance exam, which is called a Wonderlic. It's a 12-minute assessment, basic math and English. But as far as that goes, those are our requirements.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for all of your all's input on that. I do, from my view as a part-time tutor, that had been something that had been raised questions to me recently about, and obviously you all, I hope everybody's recognized how large of a range, like spectrum of different types of colleges and universities there are, especially here around our area, that you can get involved in and become a part of. So thank you each for all of your time presenting today. If there are no further questions from anyone, I'll go ahead and dismiss this session of our Central PA Career Fair, and our next session will start up at 11 o'clock, which will be our healthcare industry portion. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Michael.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.